finally the foul with 19.1. They waited too long. They needed the foul right away.
But, Coach, I got to ask you, because we touched on it, the decision to take out a guy that you won jewelry with and has been an impact player for you and a leader for you for so many years. Talk about how tough a decision that is.
That's a brutally hard decision, and it shows incredible coaching courage, even if it hadn't worked. You've got to make split-second decisions on what you think gives you your best chance to win.
Well, the finals will continue Monday. We'll be back in San Francisco. It's on ABC. NBA Countdown begins our coverage from San Francisco at 8:30. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern. These two teams both, they bounce back after tough losses. We talked about the Celtics. They're 7-0 after losses. And now for the Golden State Warriors, they'll improve to 6-0 after a loss in these playoffs. In a game they trailed, the building was erupting, a hostile crowd. And Golden State again showing their championship pedigree.
This is, to me, one of the best Warrior wins that I can remember. Draymond Green, ineffective. Klay Thompson, until the fourth, really not having a big night.
And knowing Draymond Green, I could see him on his podcast, especially after the win, say about Steve Kerr's decision that if he was the head coach, he'd have taken himself out too. He'd own the fact that he wasn't playing up to par, and it's a tough decision. Now, he certainly wanted to get back in, but he understands the mindset of Steve Kerr.
What would he have said after a loss?
That'd be different. That'd be different.
But it shouldn't be.
No, you're 1,000% correct. I'm glad you picked up on the fact that I said after the win. You know me too well.
Well, they were staring at a possible 3-1 deficit in these finals. Again, trailing here in the fourth quarter. But they get another road win. They have not been a great road team in these playoffs. They were 3-5 coming into this one. But they always seem to find a way to win one. And this will be now 27 consecutive series with at least one win on the road. That's an NBA record.
Truly phenomenal, Mike.
The NBA Finals are tied at 2 games apiece as the brilliance of Steph Curry on full display here in Boston. In a city where there have been so many NBA championships, so many memorable finals games, Steph Curry with an incredible performance. Well, the Celtics had owned the fourth quarter in games 1 and 3, but it's Golden State that takes command down the stretch. And disappointment for the Celtics as we've alternated wins through the first 4 games of this series. Curry, not only the points, but how efficient he was. 14 of 26 from the field, 7 of 14 from 3, throw in the 10 rebounds. He's now with Lisa.
Thank you, Mike. Steph, I just saw you let out a big yell. What are you feeling right now?
A lot of pride in our group. A lot of talk over the last 48 hours about how we can get back into the series and win in this building. Finally figured out our fourth quarter to get some stops and execute on the other end, but it's crazy because I still feel like we can play just a little bit better. But to win on the road and get home court advantage back, big for this group.
I know you won't say it, but we can. It looks like you are really just putting these guys on your back right now. I know your foot's not right. How are you doing it?
Been here 6 times. You got a lot of experience in terms of just staying composed, confident in what you can do. The endurance to be able to fight through the foot and just play my game for however many minutes I'm out there. I'm just thankful for everybody on our team because we brought a lot of toughness tonight and physicality to get off to a better start, which allowed us to stay in the game and then go win it at the end.
You said that you got your split, you got home court advantage back, you're going back to Golden State, tied up at 2-2. You told us the vibe was very frustrated. You're very frustrated after game 3. What's the vibe now?
You can see by just the dash and the celebration in terms of we knew how big this game was, just like game 2. So I personally just thank God that I avoided significant injuries so I could play first and foremost, and then for us to come out and do what we did and go home. That 5.5-hour flight got a little better after tonight.
And what do you think it says about Draymond, your teammate, to come out of the game at key points in the fourth quarter, to not appear to have an issue with it, to do what he needed to do for the team?
Championship grit. I mean, I feel like he knows he can still play better, but to turn the page, get rid of that first half, and make winning plays, just show his presence and determination. We do this together. There's no doubt about it. It's not an individual thing, and it's not just a stat sheet. So we got to do it for 2 more wins.
Thanks, Steph. Congrats on tying it up.
Thank you.
Mike.
All right, Lisa. Clearly the left foot not an issue. Steph Curry.